definitely not gonna be able to finish this.
No, it's not enjoyable at all.
I cannot do this anymore.
So, I'm here in Japan after I competed in my first international powerlifting competition. So, what better to do than to eat 10,000 calories in this supposedly healthy country? Apparently, Japan has one of the lowest obesity rates and one of the highest life expectancies in the world. So, let's go prove these statistics wrong. As for the game plan, I'm gonna try to get my food in 3 big meals. Firstly, I'll have a convenience store battle. Secondly, I'll have a Japanese street food tour. And thirdly, I'm just gonna eat whatever I have to in order to finish my calories. And if you ask me why I'm doing this, well, my answer is, why not? Also, I've been watching these challenges for a long time on YouTube, and as a big eater, as a guy with a big appetite, I've always thought that these challenges would be very easy to do. So I wanted to give it a go and see if I could actually do it. So let's give it a go. It's the morning off, and considering this channel is still a lot about fitness, I'm going to do a physique check before and after to see how this challenge affects my body. Body weight this morning was around 69.4, and bear in mind that I haven't trained at all since my competition, and it's been a week, and also I've been kind of off diet this whole time, so yeah. And as for the logistics of this challenge, for the foods that have the calories and macros listed, like convenience store foods, I can easily track that. But for other foods that don't have the calories listed, like street food for example, I'm just going to be finding some estimates online and doing the best I can. Also, I'm going to try to film myself eat as much as possible because I know that's what the people want. But it is a little bit awkward to film myself eat in public, but I'll still do my best anyways. So, with that out the way, let's eat. So it's around 10 a.m. and I'm gonna start the day with my first meal. So Japan is known for their convenience stores and their creative foods. So here I have an assortment of foods from these stores. In Japan, there are 3 major convenience store chains. You have 7-Eleven, you have FamilyMart, and you have Lawson. So I'm gonna be comparing these convenience stores to find out which one is the best through having a small battle. I bought 2 of the same foods from these convenience stores and also some other foods which I bought yesterday. So hello from yesterday, and I'm just gonna buy some food now for tomorrow, and I'm just gonna get what I want basically, and we'll see the price in the end. So let's go. So I am definitely getting this. This is one of the best things they have. This, by the way, is gonna be one of the things we'll be comparing throughout all 3 of the supermarkets, and we're gonna be buying the same thing in Lawson and in FamilyMart. This will also be one of the things that we'll be comparing throughout the 3. We got this, which looks interesting too. You know what? We'll get this too. Let's find something savory too to mix it up. So we're gonna switch it up a bit. We're in Lawson now. We're in 7-Eleven back then, so we're gonna see what they have here. I am definitely getting this cheese tart, and of course the melon bread to compare. And as promised, something savory in this beef curry bread. And this mincemeat cutlet bread. And the total cost of this first meal came out to 2,205 yen, which I'll put the dollar amount somewhere. And this meal is 3,040 calories, so great way to start the day, because why not? As for the foods that I'll be comparing between the 3 convenience stores, I have this famous Japanese melon bread, which I don't know why it's famous, but it is famous, so I'll be comparing those. And I also have these custard fish pastry things, which I absolutely love, by the way, so I'm gonna be enjoying this. As for the criteria for how I'm gonna be rating these 3 convenience stores, there is no criteria, and I'm just gonna be choosing what I like the best, basically. As for my predictions, for this melon bread, I bet they're gonna taste the absolute same. I don't think I'm gonna be able to tell the difference. But for these custard fish things, I think they're gonna be quite good, and I think there's gonna be a clear difference in quality, so yeah, let's eat. So I'm gonna start with this melon bread, and I'm gonna do 7-Eleven first, because why not? Bread is around the size of my hand, cross section. It's just bread. I've never really understood these things because there's no filling, and I don't know what the point is, but yeah. Okay, time for a taste test of 7-Eleven melon bread. It tastes like bread with a little sugar on top. There's no melon flavor. I don't know why it's called melon bread, but yeah. Let's finish this. This, I really don't understand the point of this, and it's not great at all, but I'll finish it anyways. After having half of this, it's actually not too bad. It's not the best, but it's actually not bad at all. Okay, so 7-Eleven melon bread done. I would give that like a 6 out of 10. Now we're gonna move on to Lawson melon bread. Yeah, I think it's slightly smaller than the 7-Eleven version, but Lawson to me feels like a more premium store, so let's see if it's actually better. So, oh, it's definitely better. I thought it wasn't gonna taste a difference, but this is really different and it's much better actually. It has a more buttery flavor to it and it's not as sweet, but I think that's a good thing. Cross section, quite similar, but yeah, I prefer this one much more. Yeah, I prefer this one much more for sure. Okay, last bite of Lawson bread. Okay, that's done. Some water to cleanse my palate. And as for the rating, it's better than the first one for sure, but still, I'm not that big a fan, so I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, finally we have FamilyMart melon bread. I think this one's a bit bigger than the Lawson one, but the real test is how it tastes. Cross section. Doesn't look as good as the other two, honestly, from the middle, but let's see how it tastes. Yeah, this one is definitely worse than the other two. It doesn't really have any flavor at all. It tastes like a loaf of bread with a slight hint of sweetness, basically. But yeah, let's keep on eating and see if my feelings change about it. Halfway through and my feelings have not changed. I still do not like this. Okay, last bite of FamilyMart bread. I have no idea why people would willingly buy this, but from the week and a bit that I've been here, people have been buying this a lot. Like, unironically been buying this, so I have no idea why, but last bite. Okay, melon bread done, and that last one I think was a 4.5 out of 10. So, final ranking of melon bread, you have Lawson at number 1, you have 7-Eleven at number 2, and then FamilyMart last, dead last at number 3. Just for the record, I would not buy any of them again. So, now I'm gonna switch up to something savory to avoid flavor fatigue. And I have this beef curry bread here from Lawson, which is currently winning at the moment. Okay, first test. Oh, this is really good. Actually has little bits of curry inside of it. I'm a big fan of this. So Lawson is doing very well right now. Okay, last bite. Okay, moving on, back to sweet, and also from Lawson we have cheese tart. I reckon I could one bite this thing, honestly, but we'll two bite it so we can give it a proper taste. This tiny thing, which is this big, is around 250 calories, which is pretty insane, honestly. It is really good though. It's like basically like a cheesecake, but in a tart form. I like it. Final bite. That was good. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the second item that we'll be comparing between the three places. And as I said, this fish custard thing, you call it taiyaki in Japan here. I'm gonna start from 7-Eleven, which I started from last time. I've had this many times already and I know that it's gonna be good, but I've only had the 7-Eleven one, so it's gonna be interesting to see how the other ones can compare. As you can see, it's actually a fish. See, it's soft and chewy on the outside and has a little custard cream on the inside. It's amazing. Final bite. Okay, I'll give that a solid 8 out of 10. Okay, moving on. We have the Lawson version. Never had this one before, so let's see how it compares. The fish definitely looks more like a fish in this one, and the outside texture is less soft and more bready. So let's see how it tastes though. I definitely like this custard more. It tastes like the actual custard that they use in these actual snacks in actual Japanese street food. But I do prefer the dough of the 7-Eleven one. I prefer the custard of this one. Let's see how this will still taste after I finish it. Okay, after finishing it, overall, I would say that it's not bad, but I still think 7-Eleven is better. So 7-Eleven was an 8. This one I'll give a 7. Lastly, we have FamilyMart version. This one has a fully bready texture to it on the outside, but the real test is the taste. Okay, I think this has been the theme throughout the whole morning meal, but FamilyMart is definitely much worse than the other two. Bread has a weird texture, taste, aftertaste to it. The custard tastes like nothing, basically. And yeah, FamilyMart isn't doing too great. Also, this food is starting to get to me, so I'm gonna have to try to finish this FamilyMart one. I'm definitely not enjoying this. Okay, I think this is gonna have to be the final bite for the first meal because there's no way I'm finishing this and this. I'm gonna take a breather and I'll come back to this at some point. So the new calories of this first meal will be somewhere here. So let's finish this. Okay, I got it down. I legitimately took 5 minutes to get that bite down me. That was not enjoyable at all. And yeah, I'm gonna take a breather now. Things are not going to plan. I was supposed to eat this. I don't think I'll be able to, but we might have to switch up the game plan throughout the day, but we'll see how it goes. But for now, I need some rest. Okay, that was so unenjoyable, I forgot to give it a rating. So here I am a couple minutes later. That was not great at all. I mean, I think it's influenced by how full I am also, but even if I had it on its own fresh, it wouldn't be great. So that was a 3 out of 10. So yeah, that was my rating of these convenience store foods. For the melon bread, Lawson took the win, and then for the taiyaki fish custard thing, 7-Eleven takes the crown there. And as always, FamilyMart dead last. So it's a couple minutes later actually, and my family has brought this egg tart thing. There's 6 of them. I'm probably gonna have a quarter of each, which comes out to just over 1 piece. So I have no idea how many calories is in this. I'm not gonna film myself eat this, but I promise that I will, and the calories somewhere here. So we're out here in the streets of Osaka, Japan, and let's eat some more food. Here we have this famous Japanese cheese coin here. Let's see if they have an actual cheese pull like advertised. Great cheese pull. I have no idea how many calories this is, but I'll find it out later. Pop up on screen somewhere here. Okay, I'm gonna try to get a better cheese pull this time. Nope. This one has to work now.
Keep going.
Wait.
Last bite. So I'm in a restaurant here. I ordered a chicken curry and it's way smaller than I expected, so I'm gonna have to adjust the calories down a bit. Yeah, I'll pop them up somewhere here. Okay, that was really easy to get down. I think I might do one more. Okay, round 2, more chicken. Estimated calories somewhere there. Okay, let's get this done. Okay, I cannot do this anymore at the moment, so I'm just gonna have to stop for now. I left a bit of rice, so I'm gonna subtract the calories accordingly. Okay, I cannot eat anymore at the moment, but this calls for a poker break. So it's 8 p.m. I'm not feeling good at all, but I'm gonna try to do it anyways, give it my best shot. So in a last ditch effort to try to get my remaining calories in, I'm here at McDonald's. I got 2 large fries and a Big Mac. Calories somewhere here. So hopefully I can get this down and we'll see how it goes. Okay, fries down. Now to the Big Mac. Okay, Big Mac done. That wasn't too bad. Now time for the final stretch, the last large fries. So that was actually pretty easy for some reason. I actually feel better after the meal than before the meal, which is weird, but yeah, I now have a newfound confidence. I'm pretty sure that I can complete this challenge. I mean, I just gotta switch away from the Japanese foods to the proper American fast foods and the proper junk. So maybe Japan is healthy after all, I don't know. But let's see what we eat for my remaining calories. I have no idea. So it's 11:40 p.m. I am sat here in a random corner and I have this many calories left. Basically, I would have to eat all of this in order to complete the 10,000. And I'm telling you that I'm definitely not gonna be able to finish this. I am not on top form today. I've been sick for a couple days now. Not feeling the best. Might be an excuse, but yeah, I am not doing this today. So instead of 10,000 calories in a day, we're gonna be adjusting a bit and it's gonna become 10,000 calories in 24 hours in Japan instead. Because I started this challenge today, I had my first meal at around 10 a.m. So I'm gonna have a bit of this tonight and then the rest I'll be having tomorrow morning before 10 a.m. But for now, I'll get a part of this done. And as always, calories will be somewhere here. Let's get through this final meal for today. So, quick phone switch because I need my phone here because I need my Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts because I am unfortunately an iPad kid and cannot be without my phone. I've been without my phone eating for this whole day, which has been tough enough. So maybe this will power me through this final meal. So let's get eating. Nearly an hour later and I've finally gotten through all this. I'm definitely done for the day. So the rest will have to be tomorrow. But for now, I am calling it a day for sure. Okay, now time for final nightly update.
after all of that. So firstly, body weight. That much. I don't know how much up that is, but we'll see that in the end. And now physique featuring food baby, but abs are still there somehow. But yeah, triceps, abs again. Food baby is there. So yes, nightly update complete, and we'll see how we are in the morning. So it's 9:30 a.m. the next morning. Not feeling the best, but I'm just gonna get the rest of this food down. I have 3 more things. Calories on screen somewhere. And yeah, let's get this last bit of food down. Just to make sure that I hit my calories, I'm gonna have 2 pieces of cheese. Time for my final weight and physique check. So the weight first. And do bear in mind that I did have that small meal this morning. I weighed that much. Weight gain somewhere on screen. So a lot of that was and is water weight, which is to be expected. And as for the physique, not too many changes, but that's to be expected because one day of bad eating isn't really going to do much to you. Of course, holding on to water, especially in the face, which is a lot more puffier than usual, but that is of course normal, and this water weight will shed off in a couple days. But yeah, that was it for the challenge, and there are a lot of takeaways and a lot of things to be learned from this, so let's get right into that.
So, with the challenge now behind me, there's a lot of takeaways and a lot that you can learn from this. Firstly, about the challenge itself, I could have done much better, that's for sure. I failed. The foods that I chose for the first 2 meals, although calorie dense to an extent, are still less dense than the foods that I should have chosen instead. I guess it does show that Japan and Japanese foods are more calorie friendly than the junk food of other countries. Also, towards the end of the day, I tried finding foods like pints of ice cream and jellies like Haribos, but I literally could not find them in any store. Good for the people living there, I guess. I reckon I could have completed the challenge if I chose donuts, pizzas, and other stuff like that. Or, alternatively, I might just suck at eating and not have as big of an appetite as I thought. I might revisit this challenge in the future to prove this theory of mine. Secondly, it showed that physically, only one bad day of eating cannot affect you that much. Yes, I might have gained some weight, but as mentioned, a lot of it was water. My abs didn't just magically disappear overnight. It's around a week later now, and I haven't been eating in a calorie deficit or anything, and I'm weighing in at around 70 kilos. So, the water weight that I did gain during the challenge has now shed off. You'd have to eat over 7,000 calories over your maintenance to put on a kilogram of fat. So, I would have only gained around a kilo of fat during the challenge. Therefore, if you had a day of overeating on your fitness journey, I doubt you overate by 10,000 calories. So, you'll be absolutely fine. And even if you did, yes, it might be a setback, but a small one. Simply just get back on track the next day. So, keep going and don't give up. On the other hand though, it also does show that you cannot out-train a bad diet or have a bad diet and still make progress. Let's say I ate in a 7,000 calorie surplus during the challenge. I would have to be in a 500 calorie deficit for 2 weeks to burn the extra calories off. Or if I chose to burn it off through exercise, I would have had to do an insane amount of cardio to even come close to burning it off. Therefore, as I said, it's perfectly fine to slip up once in a while. But if it happens consistently, then these cheat days, or even just eating too high calories in general, can really set back your progress. The diet is key. Lastly, do be careful if you try this challenge yourself. Don't push yourself too hard. I went a bit too hard and nearly threw up many times during the challenge. I had stomach issues until like 5 days after. Also, it may impact you mentally with the water weight that you gain and the intense bloating. So yeah, by all means try it if you want, but do be careful. So yeah, that was it for the video. I hope you enjoyed my suffering and got something from it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I might do a UK or a Thailand version of this challenge in the future. But for now, I'll see you in the next one.